So many of us are confined with our thinking about what's possible. This proves that it's possible.
Oftentimes we get in our little box and we tend to teach students the way that we were taught, and we can't do that any longer.
I would never have imagined something quite so amazing as this building.
You don't see a space like this in any other school district. This is more of an incubator space that you would see in a workforce.
The journey started 15 years ago when this robotics team was founded here at KISD.
These guys were going off winning competition after competition. They really were ambassadors, and we need to invest in them.
We decided to continue coming back to those board meetings and tell them, look, this is what your students are doing. It is in everybody's best interest for us to continue giving this opportunity to students. And one of the ways we thought we could make that happen would be through a facility.
Superintendent Fraley and the board took it on and said, yes, we can make that happen, and we will make it happen for us.
When we first met with the superintendent, we knew it was going to be a center for STEAM. However, we didn't really know how much larger his idea was for this facility. So then we went about a series of charrettes, which are on-site work sessions where the architects are with the owner, where we collaborate and share our ideas and tweak them as we move.
They kept probing to make certain that they knew what I was talking about.
We explored activities. What did they want to do in this space? Who was this going to serve? He wanted to serve every grade level and to be flexible enough for activities that we're not even sure that they don't exist today.
So we were basically designing for things that had not even been imagined yet, so that no matter what they dream up, it could happen here.
And then once the design was at a state, we presented to the Board of Trustees.
They really were about inventiveness, creativity, and when they first showed me their earlier interpretations, it blew my mind.
How do you capture a space that really evokes students to be able to imagine and just let their creative juices flow? We knew that they needed a high bay space in order to do large-scale experimentation for robotics, but we also wanted to have some smaller spaces adjacent to it where they could tinker and really just kind of work out the details, come out and perform. And through the entire facility, you can see what's happening in all the bays.
Part of that is to inspire so that students working on one project can learn from other students that are working nearby.
They really captured this is what I was talking about, really went above and beyond what I could imagine.
The facility opened in March of 2015, and within the first 2 months of opening, they had over 2,000 students come through this facility.
When you walk in, you feel you're walking into a very special place. It doesn't look like a classroom. It doesn't feel like a classroom.
Whether they're a first grader or whether they're a senior, they walk in here and there's this look in their eyes that their eyes get kind of big and they're like, wow, this is cool. All sorts of things go on during the day.
Kindergartners coming over, working on Lego robotics.
We'll have first graders here and they'll be all around the building doing science activities.
You'll have fifth graders coming over and researching engineers and different types.
Eighth graders might be here building rockets. Seniors might be here for forensics, a field trip. We've had this whole place turn into an art gallery.
We have a big football fever in Texas. But one Friday night, this place was packed for science movie night while the games were going on next door. We've had banquets, had a sonic boom tube created. It's infinite possibilities.
Creativity grows ideas, and ideas grow from collaboration and multiple inputs, and this facility allows that to happen.
Being in a very formal environment like this, it translates exactly into the workforce. My experience at NASA parallels what they're getting here. It gives everybody, all of these students, a competitive edge when it comes to hiring, and in college too, in knowing how to work on teams and knowing how to think critically.
So instead of just being told how a circuit works, I'm able to plug in all the wires and crimp and do those kind of things, and it really helps connect it in my mind and see how it works in real life.
Students will walk into this facility maybe not knowing exactly what they want to do with their future, and they may not know that when they walk out, but my hope is that they get exposed to things that they wouldn't get exposed to elsewhere, and maybe walk out with a little more focus and a little more inspiration on what they're going to do in the future.
It is my hope and real expectation that because of this building, some student will imagine, innovate, and create something and become a Nobel Peace Prize winner. It's something that will change the world. I really believe that.